So I'm about to start a new show that I know basically nothing about. It is Hannibal. I know one of them, I think, is some sort of psychiatrist. Or maybe not. Maybe he's a journalist. I don't know. We'll find out. Um, so I know nothing about the show. I'm going to record my reaction to it, so we'll see. I have been told that it is quite gory, I think was the word, so I will prepare myself for that. So let's go. Okay, so there's two dead bodies. It appears that this is a little bit artsy, which will help with the goriness for me. So, what is happening? Okay, things are moving in reverse. This is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what his job is. Okay, you know what? I thought it was weird that like the blood is being like sopped up sort of as time reverses, like as he is walking out of the house. I thought that was strange because I'm like, well, but all of this would have happened quite a bit before he arrived at the house, and then not so sure. Unless he's imagining himself as the killer. Because so if he's not the killer, he may be imagining himself as the killer. That's a possibility. It seems a little foolish for the wife to be messing with the alarm while someone has just murdered her husband. Like, I mean, I feel like running is the better option. He's saying they've been there a week? Wouldn't he already, wouldn't someone have told him that? So is it supposed to be that, like, the killer purposely set off the alarm so that he could record her response to the false alarm? So he's on the spectrum. Okay. I'm wondering where they go with that. Can I borrow your imagination? That is a cool line. The trope of only one of the victims being the true intended victim is not my favorite, but I do think they may come up with a twist that I would like. Although for this scenario, my guess is that it's not one of those 8 women, that the kidnapper or murderer is choosing these 8 women based on some original woman, like from the past, who may not even be dead. So that's my guess. That's a strange development. So was she ever really kidnapped? Is she dead or is she alive? Are the parents in on this? I don't know. Okay, so I'm assuming she's dead. But so the FBI agent guy seems to know how to work with Graham quite well. Is very, with his whole, like, talk when you're ready to talk. I like that. I feel like that shows a good working relationship here, so continue. I'm wondering if the other women were found as quickly. And I'm also wondering if if she belongs in that group of the other 7 who were taken. I'm wondering what the origin of this, like, light beam thing is that he does, because I feel like that's something, like, that's a trick that comes from somewhere. I'm assuming there wasn't an actual deer involved, so I'm a little confused. So he has a dog friend now. I think that could be helpful for him. Oh, he has several dog friends. He's really cute. And I'm wondering if that will become concerning. So before I was saying how I liked that the FBI agent guy seemed to, like, understand. I don't know whether he goes by Will or Graham, but now he's talking to this professor lady about, like, studying him, and I just feel like it's not very friendly, even if it may be useful. So far, this show seems like an interesting mix of Dexter and Sherlock. This just keeps getting weirder, and I think I like it. But have they not found the other girls? I don't remember what they said earlier, because if they did, they would have known that Is this where Hannibal comes in? Because I've been wondering. What was he eating? And also, why did it take me so long to be like, wait a minute, what was he eating? For some reason, I wasn't expecting him to have an accent. Okay, are they trying to set it up where he's going to ask Hannibal to, like, analyze Graham? And yet, I'm assuming that they are, in fact, investigating Hannibal's murders. That's an interesting way to go. Okay, that's gross with the body like that. I mean, okay, so they're gonna start finding these women now? So did the murderer leave her there or not? And also, well, I know what lungs look like now. But how would a copycat know enough about this to copycat it? Unless the killer, should I just start calling him Hannibal? I don't know. Set it up to make it look different. Because especially if it's not all about all of these women, wouldn't it then be acceptable to him to not treat all of them the same way? There's not much lighting at Hannibal's house, is there? It's full of shadows. Protein scramble, you cheeky bastard. So I was thinking that he dropped those files on purpose. So then he goes to make this phone call, and I have questions. Are they approaching the suspect with no backup and no actual FBI representation? Okay, I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I'm wondering when it will tip Will off that Hannibal is having absolutely no reaction to what's happening here. Who gave that boy a gun? He can't... Oh, I'm not sure this was the best use of resources to give this sweet little man a gun. Well, I mean, I hope that she is not dead, but I think that she is. He's shooting him an excessive amount of times, which I feel like there's something in his past that is triggering this. And also, this is what happens when you take a Hufflepuff and you mess with their head. Okay, so that guy, the guy that he shot, definitely dead. He was shot like between 6 and 8 times. He's not speaking right now. Are they worried about him getting too close to trauma or too close to a secret? I think it's odd, let's say, that Hannibal, who had no outward reaction to any of that, is now sitting at the bedside holding the hand of that girl. That seems unusual. Okay, so end of episode 1, and I am glad to say I really liked that. I am very interested. I am intrigued. So, you know what that means. On to the next episode.